Here we are. We're continuing with our 8x8 building relationships with our customers and clients. We are concreting in their mind our name as it relates to real estate. We have them simmering and hot and ready to go, that as soon as a real estate situation comes up, that they are ready to refer our name to their friends and family. So here we go. Let's jump on to where we need to be. As you know, this is a compounding program. We are week 6 into this, so it's becoming pretty rote. Every day this week, Monday through Friday, you are to add 5 contacts to command and add the 8x8 KW Prosperity to those contacts, right? So add 5 contacts to the 8x8 KW Prosperity plan. And we know once you do that and you're set for the day, you are going to click your task button, and there is going to be, because we are in week 6, you are going to have 30 tasks for the day for every day. I hope you are seeing the functionality of a smart plan and how it helps you to remember what you need to do, when you need to do it through command. Using smart plans like what we're using here through this program really will help you to stay on top of your marketing, on top of your customers, on top of your transactions. So this is a little taste of how strong command can be to help you to organize your life. So today we are going to electronically send either a real estate investment or a house maintenance flyer to our customers and clients. That flyer has been added to your command already. And I am going to hand our little conversation here over to Christina Delamont, because she is the expert in all things command, and she will show you how to electronically send that flyer out to your customers and clients.
Hi guys, so today we're going to be covering how you can send different images or pictures through an email campaign within Command. So let me start sharing my screen. So this is the dashboard. This is what you see when you first log in. And first things first, what we want to do is actually upload the pictures that we will be mailing out to Command. So we're going to go to the Designs applet, and how we do that is on the left-hand side of the screen, we're going to click the KW in the top left-hand corner, and we bring out all the applets and their names. So in this case, like I was saying, we're going to go to Designs. So we'll go all the way down here. And then it's going to ask what kind of template you want uploaded to Command. So in this case, if it's an email template, we'll do the pre-selected email. We'll click the blue plus button down here. And then again, it's going to ask if you want to create your design, or you can import a PDF if you already have a separate PDF. But in this case, we're doing an email template. So we'll click next. So KWRI has already created some templates for you. If you wanted to go ahead and use the ones that they've provided, you're more than welcome to. But in this case, if we were creating a separate email template with something that we have of our own, we will click the Create New Template in the top right-hand corner. So this is where essentially you will build out your separate email that you want to send to targeted people within your database, targeted people under certain tags, etc. So let's say that you wanted to upload an image. What we do is over on the right hand side of the screen over here, similar to when you're creating a landing page, these are called widgets. And what we do is we can drag it and drop it over. So in this case, it recognizes some of the images that you have previously uploaded to Command. There are also listing images, so you can go ahead and search by property address and pick those pictures based on the pictures taken for the listing. But again, if you want to upload pictures of your choosing, what we're going to do is we're going to click Add Images over here. And then we're either going to drag and drop the pictures in, or we can browse our computer to wherever they're saved and upload them that way. So in this case, I know that the picture that I want to do is saved to my desktop. So I will search my desktop. I'll do the home buying process picture that I have on hand, and I will open that. So it'll tell you that your image has successfully uploaded based on if it's a JPEG or a PNG. Down at the bottom here, it will show you what your picture looks like. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on that picture, and then we'll click Save. So again, this is part of your email template. If you ever wanted to drag and drop text over, if you wanted to, um, put a listing in this email template, if you wanted to embed a video as well, you can do that. But this is just covering how you want to build out your email. It's completely up to you. So at the top here where it says untitled email, this is where you want to change that. So if this was a home buying process email that you wanted to send out, you would write home buying process. And when all is said and done, your email template has been created, you'll click either save or save and exit. So if this was all good to go, I'll click save and exit, and it will tell me that the design has been saved to my template, or the template has been saved to my design. Sorry. So we can exit out of here. We'll save any changes just in case. And that's part one. So we've already constructed our email template. So now it's basically just emailing it out to our database or people who are tagged within command. So we'll go back to the dashboard so that no one gets confused. So step one was actually uploading the pictures that you want sent out through command. Step two is then sending out this email to people within your database or within command. So we're going to go to the campaigns applet now. Again, we'll click that KW in the top left-hand corner. And where we want to go is campaigns. So it's right in the middle, that little like horn symbol, and we'll click that. So once we've gotten to this section, it says that we're currently under the dashboard. For where we want to be, we want to be under the emails tab. So it's right in the middle. So there's dashboard, paid ads, and then emails. So go ahead and click on emails. And luckily within command, and after you've completed that Scott Leroy questionnaire, you have a command mail set up, an account set up for you within command. So you don't have to worry about that. You get 5,000 free emails, and then you can send those 5,000 emails out to people within your database. So in this case, since we're doing an email campaign or a mass email or an email blast, what we're going to do is click create campaign in the top right hand corner of the screen. And super similar to if you've created a Facebook ad before, it's going to ask you what type of campaign you want to create. So in this case, since we're creating an email campaign, we're going to select email. And you might have seen this before. It's asking what the campaign name is, the goal, and then what channel you want to send this out. So whether it's command mail or MailChimp. So in this case, if this was a home buying process email, again, we'll rename it to the campaign name to be home buying process. And then what's the goal? You can do anything from brand awareness to event awareness to whatever you're trying to accomplish here. In this case, I'll just do brand awareness. And again, it gives you a sentence down at the bottom describing what this is trying to accomplish. Like I was saying, where you want your campaign to be run, you can either have command mail or MailChimp, but since command mail is already selected, it's a free service, you get 5,000 free emails, I would say to just leave it as the default. So we'll click create campaign. And now it brings us to, again, a similar template. So over here, it's going to say this is the campaign name that you've chosen. This is the channel that you want it run. So if you wanted it through command mail or MailChimp. And then one other thing is that you are able to go in and edit them. So if you ever wanted to rename your campaign name, just highlight it, change it to whatever that you wanted it to be. And then same thing with campaign goal. If you ever needed to do advertised listing or attract talent or event awareness, you are able to select other goals. If we keep scrolling down, the account is saying that this is the account that it's set out from. So that will be the email from your marketing profile. And then this is where it's asking who you want this actually sent out to. So what you need to do is create a list. So over on the right-hand side over here, we're going to click create list. And then it's going to ask you what list or what name you want this list to be. So you can do something like all entire database. You can do pathway to 7 million, sphere of influence, etc. So in this case, I'll just do database. And then in addition, you can then either select all of the contacts within your database, or you can narrow it down and just have this email sent out to certain people tagged within your database. So let's say that you have 500 contacts in your entire database and 50 of them are tagged as buyers. You can then click tags and select just buyers so that only those 50 people are receiving this email as opposed to 500. So once again, you can either select all contacts within your database, or you can narrow it down to people that are certainly specifically tagged. So once we have all of these people selected as our recipients, we'll scroll down to where it says save. And now it will say you have your recipient list created. So we've done part one, which is the general information. Part two, account that you're sending it out from. Part three, who are you sending it to? And then part four is, again, pretty simple information, the name that it's currently being sent out from, as well as the reply to email address. If you ever needed to edit this information, you would just click edit over here, and it will bring you back to your marketing profile settings. So again, as long as your information in the marketing profile is correct, you should be all good to go. The last, or the second to last, excuse me, is the subject. So this is what the recipient is seeing when they first get it within their inbox. So if you were, tailoring it to certain buyers, you can create a headline saying, must read, like buyer education, something along those lines. So in this case, I will do important buyer information, so that when the buyer sees this in their or recipient receives this in their inbox, it'll say that it's coming from me, and then the subject being important buyer information, something that you think that they'll click on. The last part is the content that is actually being sent out. So in this case, we'll click select design. And like I was saying before, all of those templates or pictures that you have uploaded from that design section that we were in will then pull over here. So whether that's your own template or a template that KWRI has created for you, all of those templates will then be pulled over. So since the template that I just went in and did was the home buying process, that's the one that I want to select. So I'll click this, and then it will bring me to the template that I've gone ahead and created. You are once again able to go in and customize it. So if you wanted to drag and drop these widgets over, you're able to do so. But if this was the one that I wanted, I'll just click save and exit. So very similar to once before. So I have everything selected. I have the goal, the people that I'm sending this to, the content, and then on the right-hand side, it actually gives you an email preview. So it shows what the recipient is receiving in their inbox. Now, when it comes to sending, you can automatically hit send, and those however many people within your recipient list will then receive this, or you can schedule a send for a later time. So if we click schedule, it will ask you the day and exact time that you want this sent out. So if you wanted to really, go ahead and get super specific, you'll just go to the calendar, select the day and time that you want this. So if you wanted this at June 9th at 2:19 a.m., you're able to go ahead and do so, and then just click schedule so that that email will then be sent out at that exact date and time. Another thing that I want to mention is that you can edit them up to 2 hours before their scheduled date and time. So at any point in time, you can go back just as long as it's 2 hours prior to when the email is being sent. So once you click schedule, that email will then be sent out. And the last thing is, let's say that you didn't like the way that this email is coming, you're not too sure if you want to schedule or send it immediately, you are also able to save it as a draft so that at a later point in time, you can also come back and edit it. So that's how to send out an email campaign. If you have any other questions, please let me know.